I know I did not post this early, so we'll see if anybody comes in to join. It's been a very hectic kind of week. I need to go ahead and set the reminders or schedule these out for a few Saturdays. Hey, Danny D, how are you? Hey, Scott, Denise, happy Saturday, you guys. Thanks so much for coming in. I know I was just saying, I know I hadn't scheduled this one very early, so let's see if we have anybody join in. It's been kind of a hectic, crazy kind of week. I was totally looking for the thumbnail. Thanks, Scott. You're the best. You're the best. I appreciate that. Yeah, so it's been just kind of a crazy kind of week, so I didn't really think about it until this morning, and I was like, oh, I never scheduled that. So anyway, here I am. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Hope you guys have good plans, big plans for the weekend. I'm trying to stir my tea. Already in bed, about to go to sleep. Hey, Maggie. Oh, Denise, are you just coming in from your work? I hope you get some rest. Hey, Dan. Hey, I said hey, Danny D. Hey, Legacia, how are you? Happy Saturday. How are you? Yes, get some rest, Denise. Legacia. Girl. Happy Saturday, everyone. Maggie. What's up, my buddy Scott? This is gonna I'm gonna try to continue the weekly vlog. So this will, Legacia from Scott. This will turn into a topic, I'm sure, on my weekly vlog. But about gave myself, well, hello, Q Creations. I am in full panic mode, Legacia, because I went on to the cruise website to manage my booking for our Greece cruise, and hey, me and I, what in the world? Happy Saturday, happy anniversary. What are you doing on this Saturday morning? Shouldn't you be at a beach somewhere? Thanks so much for coming in. But I had a panic I'm having a panic because I went onto the website to look at my booking. I'm trying to figure out the excursions, and the main one, we just got to Ocean Cay. Hey, it's so pretty there. It's so pretty there. You I'm gonna finish this thought, I promise. But me and I think you'll really like Ocean Cay. They do have a tram that will take you around. If you're not in a hurry or don't already have a plan, I would ride it around to figure out where you want to park yourself. That first beach, I don't know what it's called. Is that called South Beach? I don't remember what it's called. It's beautiful, but there are even prettier spots further down the trail. So take the tram around so you can scope out your spot. But have a great day. And is today your actual anniversary, or anyway, happy anniversary. It's awesome that you guys are having an anniversary cruise. It's a big anniversary, right? The 25. It's our first time here, so we will do that tram thing. Yes. You don't have anything planned. Yeah, ride the tram around. You know, the drivers are always friendly, so they'll answer questions and stuff, but it will take you around to see all the different, I don't want to say neighborhoods, but you know what I mean, all the different sections, and then you can figure out where you want to stay. Okay, your anniversary is on Monday. Okay, happy Monday. Yes, Legacia, I saw your comment that website is not friendly. The website is not friendly. You know how well, for me personally, like it took me a while to get used to using the Carnival Hub app or the Royal Caribbean app, or like just getting used to checking everything online and managing it online. MSC has one. All of them have one. But now that we're used to that, we're used to having a click away from all the information you want, to be able to see your excursions, to be able to see your account, to be able to, all the things. This one is a little not so easy. But anyway, I went onto the website. This is Celestial Cruises. The and I was looking to see what I had booked, because one of the things that Raquel did when she did this itinerary before, was a tour called Thessaloniki Food by Foot tour. So it's a walking tour. You stop at all these restaurants, you try all these things. It's the guy gives you all the historical and, local context for it. And she did a great job on this video, and I loved it. It was like, oh my gosh, yeah, I want to do that. I want to do that. So she told us about it and told us we needed to book it early because it was gonna sell out. Hey, Team Reese, how are you? It was gonna sell out, and I know. I went on and at least put it in my cart. I thought I did the whole checkout process, but when I went onto the website, my excursion is not showing. So I sent a panic email to Raquel saying, "Is this one of the tours that you have a contact with the?" You have a contact with the I can't figure a thing out. I promise I'm not slow. You're not slow. You're not slow. Is this one of the vendors that you have a contact with? Is there any way I can check? So I'm like in full like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do that day? Now, of course, there are other tours, but I really, really, really wanted to do that one. And I think most of the group that is going on this cruise is doing that one. So between Raquel possible connection and maybe the website just being stupid, y'all wish me luck. That I am in fact on this excursion, or will be able to book it. Maybe I'll have to stalk the website to see if it's, oh, and that's the other thing. It wasn't showing available. Like it wasn't coming up in the listing anymore. So I think that means it's sold out. So anyway, I will try again. I don't want to, excuse me, spend the whole day in front of the computer, but I might not have a choice. So that's my thing right now. Is there one that we booked with her? And that's the other thing, Legacia. Alisa, you broke it. Kiki is broken. Hey, Lucy Warren, how are you? Thanks for coming in. Legacia, and I thought the same thing. It's like, well, maybe I'm confusing the ones that I booked with through her, or the link that she sent and stuff. No, it's a different one. I'm getting excited to meet a lot of YouTubers in July. Yes, which you were there, Scott. It would be a big party and craziness. Scott, have we confirmed, Danny, that Scott's not going to pop up? He might be missing his friends too much and decide to hop a flight or a cruise or something. I don't know. we will see. We will see. So I think I was talking last week about how this cruise is going to be very port heavy. It's funny that I don't know if Meet and I are still on. Hopefully they're going on getting ready for their day at Ocean Cay. but they're on a cruise right now, and they were talking about how there are no sea days. Anwar was talking about how there's no sea days on this cruise, and he was like, "What?" Like he couldn't get over that. Well, this cruise is going to be like that too. There's no sea days. It's port after port after port after port, and trying to book the most bang for your buck. I personally like doing tours. I like being able to, you know, explore that way. But this adds up quick. It adds up quick, and you're gonna be tired. You don't want to do something necessarily every day, but I do feel like this is like a once in a lifetime kind of thing. So I want to see as much as possible. So now I'm like, okay, what, what? First, I have to find my missing excursion and pray that I really have it. And two, I have to figure out the rest of the days because I want to see stuff. Um, is Scott a pop up cruiser too, like YFC? No, not that I know of, really, Kiki. But he, let's see if he's still in here. I think he's like, he likes to be in the mix. His friends are all there. He wants to come and say hello. So that wasn't a hint. I have no inside information. I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know. But maybe Captain Billy may come, and Ryan from Mel from Park, or not Parker's, PK Adventures. Cool, cool, cool. Morning LF. Good morning, Team Reese. That's crazy. No C days. Thanks, Maggie. Hit the like button. Yeah, no C days. It's a 7-day cruise. And obviously we know it's different in Europe. A pop-up cruiser? You're confirming you are a pop-up cruiser, Scott? um, it's different, in the ports are much closer together, obviously, in Europe, so they can go stop to stop to stop to stop. Of course, we'll be on the water, but it's not a full day of just out deep in the ocean and no views of land, is what I'm understanding. So yeah, we are gonna have to create our own restful moments. Hopefully, the jet lag won't force us to do that. Like I said, since flight is booked, excursions kind of figured out what else on the list. Yeah, meaning the cost, Legacia. Yeah, it's all a balance for sure. You can't. I gotta say you can't. I can't do it all, despite how much I would like to. So I need to figure out what is best. Google isn't telling me what a pop-up cruiser is. Let me ask Siri. Oh, okay. If it has any other definition, you might want to clarify. Hi, Siri. Am I a pop-up cruiser? Just check off list. She said, for sure. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, well, there you have it, you guys. I wasn't intending to bring you a scoop, but apparently we need to watch out for Scott. I just, I get to know him and chat more and more every podcast. But he might be a pop-up cruiser. That's funny. That's funny. So, I like to. Oh, and I had a funny message sent through me through chat. Who, if you're ever down, Scott will make you laugh. Scott's good peeps, you know that. Oh, thanks, Danny. I try. I try. I had a message sent to me about Dr. Odyssey. Apparently, there is, and maybe this already aired, and I'm not, because you guys know I kind of like, I can't anymore with Dr. Odyssey. I know I started talking about it, but it's too much. It now that Chet mix. Dr. Odyssey apparently has a two-part episode. I don't know if this is the season finale or the finale because I don't know if it's been renewed. But I think it's about a tsunami. So I sent a message back that I will watch. I don't know if I'm going to be prepared to talk about it come Monday, but I don't know about him. I'm totally beating him on through the Monday mood check. I don't know if I'm going to want to talk about it on the Monday mood check, but um, for those still watching Dr. Odyssey, you, you guys might want to check out the two-part tsunami episode, I think it's called. Anyway, I make no promises. I don't know about that show. I don't know anymore. I don't know anymore. But anyway, thinking about the excursions and just trying to help figure out what I'm going to do. You know how I do. Every time I leave, you pull me back in to watch. Legation, people are telling me now. And I'm like, I'm trying to let it go. That show was wild. I wanted a new Love Boat. that's that's an extreme. Scott, you never know. I may beat you to the stream. Danny D is throwing down the challenge, Scott. You guys are gonna have to duke it out since Chet's not here. Chet and Robin, I think, leave on their cruise tomorrow, I think. So he won't be on the Monday mood check. Scotty J Travels, good morning. Working and lurking. Thank you so much for coming in, Scotty. I appreciate that. Have a good day at work. Don't work too hard. We're just gonna sit here. You know how it goes, as you do too. We're talking cruises, but I am talking about shore excursions, and I was trying to see if they left today. Okay, I was trying to see if there is anything different to kind of keep in mind as we're looking and booking these excursions in Greece or Europe in general, if anybody else is heading that way. If you guys saw the thumbnail, it's kind of like a chaotic beach scene. Maybe not chaotic, but it's very busy. And that was from a picture and that I found in Miami. I have kind of been on the fence about whether or not to do a beach trip excursion while I'm in Greece, because what I had in mind was more of the rocky, cliffy kind of. Yes, I did book the Santorini excursion. Rocky, hilly, cliffy, not really sandy beach kind of scene in Greece, and but I started flipping through Instagram, and that may not be the case. So this has made me rethink whether or not I need to go ahead and do something that's going to get me to the beach, or get a taxi, do a whatever, I don't know, get to a beach in Greece. I know, of course, the water is going to be beautiful, but if you, again, have been watching or have watched Raquel on her travels to Greece, I think it was Milos that she tried to do tried to do a boat beach excursion, and it was very the boat basically took you out to the water. You had to climb up and down the from the boat, and it was no beach. It was not a sandy area that they could go and relax on. It was more rocky, and you had to climb up and all that kind of stuff. And I want a beach experience to be a little more chill than that. I want to walk onto the sand, have a pretty umbrella, and go from there. So anyway, these are things that we need to know, Legacia. We need to know. I mean, I know we're walking, we're trying to do the stairs so we can be ready for all the extra steps and stuff when we are there. Keep me posted on your research. I will let you know. I will let you know. Okay, so this article is called Shore Excursions, Everything You Need to Know According to 7 Cruise Experts. And it is from Cruise and Travel Company in the UK. So I figure they may have a little more perspective on what happens on the European side. And I would go through these and see if this helps at all. All right. I don't know how many tips there are. I thought it was going to be 7 tips, but 7 experts. So we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, number 1 on the list is book your cruise excursions early. Because I might be missing it. I might be missing it. Yes, Danny. Yes, July 27th in Disney Springs. That's just down the road. You guys, okay, I want to be positive here. That tour is going to show up on my booking the next time. Or it's going to open up and we're going to get on that excursion. Anyway, book your cruise early. If you see an excursion that appeals, be it kayaking with beluga whales or shopping with the chef tour, book early, especially if it has limited capacity to avoid any potential risk of disappointment. I've missed out on some truly thrilling excursions because I left it to the last minute. So now I tell all my customers to book as soon as possible, says Ashley Hunt, director of the Swindon Travel Hub. Are you guys last minute excursion bookers? Do you normally book at the last minute, like just kind of waiting to see what your options are, or do you normally book early? In general, wherever you're going to be visiting. I like to have things prepaid, especially on my cruises, so that I can just get on and not have to worry about it. So I do tend to book earlier. Keisha, good morning, good morning, good morning. But now I'm starting to feel like, wait, it's May. I'm not going until the end of August, but now I'm feeling like this is not too early, or this might be too late. I usually book early and paid off and ready. Yes, exactly. Definitely with this trip, I just feel like I need to know exactly what I'm working. Well, I won't know exactly, but feel like I know exactly what I'm working with. I don't want too many surprises on the excursions. I think I'm an early excursion booker. I'm going to Greece going to a Greece cruise in September. I think the excitement will hit when I put in my PTO next month. Yes. I did that last week. Put in that PTO. No, I'm going. It was right when I booked the ticket. So I gotta go. I mean, the flight is booked, which was no joke. I don't know if you've already started searching for your flights or have your flights. I can't say there are not a lot of options. It almost got to the point where it was too much choice. I initially was waiting to try and see if the fares were going to go up or down or Not up. I didn't want them to go up. I was trying to see if they were going to go down, and they weren't really. So I felt like I had to rip the Band-Aid off and book it, and I am definitely glad that I did that. I feel like that was really getting the ball rolling for me on the planning. So tell us where you're going, what cruise line. Is it just Greece? Is it Italy and Greece? Where are you going? Where are you going? That's exciting. It is very exciting. So anyway, book your excursions early. Okay. Everybody saying hey to Keisha. The second tip is about how to save on shore excursions. Okay, I might need this. It usually works out cheaper to book shore excursions in advance, rather than during your cruise too. With some lines, oh goodness, I never even heard of this one. Hertogruten? Sounds German, I don't know. And Oceania, offering discounts for booking multiple excursions. I did see that on the website, Keisha. Legacia and I were talking about how this website isn't really user friendly, but I did see something in there where they have, and Legacia, did you see this too? Like it has there's like a bunch of line items, right? But one says excursion packages, and then the next line says like a la carte excursions. So you have the options to, I guess, prepay multiple excursions and multiple stops, or you can buy them individually, one by one. So I was in and out of both lines looking for my Thessaloniki by foot tour. Okay, I'm not panicked. Nobody panic. I need Edna to pop in right about now. It's fine. We're fine. Everything is fine. Okay, but maybe it is a savings to book an excursion package versus one by one. They don't mention Celestial in that list of cruise lines, but I don't know that means that they don't do it. So, okay. Number 3, have you guys done that, or would you do that? Like book a package, an excursion package? Or do you, I'm talking like everybody likes to do excursions. I know he's a wanderer. He doesn't really like to book them. Are you guys pro excursions, organized tours, or do you rather, wing it, or just kind of wander and find your way? Kesha, I don't know what needs to be fine, but it's fine. You're fine. Everything's fine. I'm hearing her place representing. Thank you so much, Kesha. How are you? Happy Mother's Day to you. Yeah, I hope that everybody, all the moms, are having a good weekend, or if you're gonna, if you can spend time with your mom for Mother's Day, do that as well. I booked the flight in February on Delta, Greek Island Glow Cruise on Virgin, leaving Athens and going to Santorini, Rhodes, Bodrum, and Mykonos is overnight. Ooh, fancy. And that's interesting that you mentioned Delta and Virgin. I booked my flight on Virgin Airways, and I was kind of excited about that because, I just thought it would be a nice, comfortable flight. You know how they are about the entertainment, should have good movies and sound and, music and all of that. And then come to find out that particular flight is operated by Delta Airlines. Again, should be a good, comfortable flight, but it was like, oh, I kind of wanted to check out the Virgin Airways. So we'll see. We'll see which plane it ends up being. Jen Cohen, how are you? Good morning, and everyone in the chat. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday to you too, Jen. Hope it's warm in Chicago, right? I always want to put you in New York, but it's Chicago, right? Keisha says, thank you and happy Mother's Day to everyone because all women are the village to these kids. Hey, y'all, hey. That's the truth. That's the truth. It does take a village. Thanks for that, Kisha. Hey, Jen. Everybody saying hey to Kisha. Hey, Danny. Book excursions in advance and multiple items do tend to get a little discount. Like Carnival Cruise Lines offer discounts if you book excursions onboard items at the same time, 10 to 15%. Yes, that is true. That is true. And I know Keisha likes to go too, but Keisha likes to, she likes to go and see and do the things. Yes, Jen lives in Chicago, same state as my big bro. Thank you for that, Danny. I'm trying to keep track of my peeps. Want to know where everybody is. All right, number 3 on this list. I like to book excursions in advance through the cruise line. Yeah, I'm a big, I like booking it through the cruise line. I know there are other deals, and I have been looking at some things through Viator. I'm gonna look at what's the other, Shore Excursions, just to see what the offerings are. But I do tend to book them mostly through the cruise line. But anyway, when you go on Instagram, you start scrolling. Of course, those pictures are beautiful, and it makes you go like, "How'd you find that? Where's that? Where's that at? Is that a personal guide? How'd you find that?" Anyway, number 3 is book the least stressful cruise excursion. Okay. Excursions can be expensive and easily eat up your holiday budget, but in some ports, booking an organized outing is the best option. Case in point. Oh gosh, I always have trouble saying this one. Civitavecchia, which is Rome, I believe, the cruise port for Rome, is actually about 75 kilometers from Italy's capital. Somebody do the conversion for me. How many miles is that? Meanwhile, reaching the Mayan ruins of Tulum and Chichen Itza from Cozumel cruise port involves several modes of transportation. So the message: when long distances and lengthy transit times are involved, it's advisable to book through the cruise line, who offer a cast iron guarantee that the ship will wait if your tour is late getting back to port. Yeah, I'm so ready for international travel. Woo-hoo. And that's a good point. I know I caught one of Bill Warmstrong Adventures Live. I think it was this week. I'm sorry, it's kind of a blur. When he was talking about when he was in Japan and he had always wanted to go to Mount Fuji. If anybody was on that live or heard him mention it, help me out. He said when you got to the cruise, they got to the cruise port, you could see the mountain, of course, clearly, but to get to it on an excursion was something like a 2.5 hour drive there, and then I'm not sure how long the tour was, another 4 hours, and then the time back. I'm not sure if he was concerned about the transportation to and from, or if he just wasn't interested in spending that long of a time on the bus to get there, to get all the things. So that is true. You do tend to think of the ports as one small area, one small spot to see all the things that you want to see, but of course they're spread out, and sometimes those long tours, you know, the 8 hour, 9 hour tours or all day tours, is because a lot of that is transportation time to get to the site that you're trying to see. So anyway, it's something to keep in mind for sure, especially if you're concerned at all that you might be cutting it close or it might be a delay or anything like that. And don't make the mistake I made. I booked an excursion at a certain time slot, but didn't read the instructions until the last minute. I was 10 minutes late getting to the pickup location. Oh gosh, I ended up doing a modified excursion and they gave me a reduced price, but they didn't have to do that. Oh, wow. Yeah. Wow. Thank you for sharing that. And you know, again, with this cruise being lots of stops, you know, we tend to think that, okay, well, I'm going to be in, you know, just say when we're going to the Caribbean, you tend to think that you're going to be in, I don't know, whatever the port is at 7 a.m., get off at 8, have the whole day, don't have to be back on the ship until you leave at midnight or something. Well, that's not always the case. Definitely not always the case. Sometimes you can't get off the cruise, off the ship or, right away, or there's a tender situation and they don't even start them until later in the morning, or you don't arrive until the afternoon. And so you have a window of time to do these tours. And so if you're booking, I happen to have my little printout of Raquel is very organized, and she gave us this list of all of the, it's like 4 or 5 pages, itinerary of where we're going to be. And let's just say Kusadasi, which is Turkey, we're going to be in port from 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. Well, last couple weeks I was talking about how I'm worried about the heat. That's the heat of the day. We're not going out until 1 o'clock. So if I had in mind, oh, I'm going to get up early, I'm going to get off the ship, I'm going to go do that 8 a.m., 9 a.m. tour, I would have booked the wrong thing. I'm not even there. So, you know, that's a good point. You have to read it. You have to read it all, the full description. You have to know the times that you're going to be there. If it's a tender port, if it's you know, you're pulling into downtown and can just walk off and head out. Those are things to keep in mind for sure. And nobody wants to be stressed out. Like, at least I don't, running for trying to meet your connection there. Okay, number 4 is go on a solo cruise excursion. Okay, conversely, I ended up doing a modified excursion. They gave me, I think I read that already. Hey Z, how are you? Good morning. How are you? How are you? Glad it worked out that you did the excursion with a discount. Yes, exactly. Ended up doing a modified. Yeah, they didn't have to do that, but glad it worked out. Conversely, some ports are easy to explore independently. Oh goodness, these names. Honningsvåg in Norway is a prime example. You can follow the crowd up to Nordkapp, the northernmost point in Europe, or stay in the town and say hello to Basmi, the statue of the Norwegian sea dog that became a war hero. Visit the Heritage Museum or jump into the RIB boat for water-based fun, suggests Dave Mills, Chief Commercial Officer at Igloo Cruise, or try a hop-on, hop-off open-top bus tour. Not only are they a great way to get an overview of your destination, but they tend to be cheaper than cruise line tours. You guys have good luck with the hop-on, hop-off. Good morning, Z-Man from Jen.Cohen. Hey there, Z Show. Keisha says. There are a couple times, I think, on this itinerary that the hop-on, hop-off bus has been mentioned. I've had great experiences with them, and I've had so. I think in going to Greece, if we're gonna do any of them, the key is gonna be the headsets or the ear buds to be able to hear what is going on, or understand the translation. So try not to be overwhelmed, but it's a lot. So anyway, do you guys do the hop on, hop offs? Do you like them? Do you feel like it gives you more time to leisurely explore things that are of particular interest to you versus, you know, waiting for it to come up on a excursion? I think it helps so much in just the transportation of getting around, because obviously it's a new spot. You don't know where you're going. You don't know, you should hop in a taxi, if you should try to do their public transportation and walk it. You don't know. So the hop on, hop off bus system is usually good that way, and getting you around to the highlights. Okay, let's go on. So do you guys like to? I think I asked that already. Do you like to create your own, go your own way, do the solo exploring? I've never done the hop on, hop off buses. They can be fun up top on a nice sunny day. Keisha, thanks. I booked 7 waterfalls in zip lining in Amber Cove. They modified it to 5 waterfalls and no zip lining, but added a picture package. Everything happens for a reason, and I enjoyed it. Oh, that's awesome. That would be disappointing though, about the no zip lining. I like, not that I've done zip lining, but I mean that's a particular thing you're probably counting on doing on that tour. I've never done the hop on, hop off buses. I need to check that out. Yeah, check that out. And I think if you just Google search it, I think you literally can do hop on, hop off bus in whatever town you're going to be to find them. There are others that have like similarly easy names, like the Blue Bus or something. Compare the prices and see what's best. Um, okay, number 5 on this list is extraordinary excursions are worth it. While it's tempting to arrange your own excursions, it pays to let the experts lead the way on some specific cruises. This is definitely the case when it would be tricky to recreate the unique activity under your own steam. On a recent cruise to Antarctica, I took a Zodiac to see penguins and seals alongside expert guides. It was a once in a lifetime experience. This is a great example of an excursion that would be impossible to organize by yourself. For full holiday bragging rights, look at lines like Azamara, who can arrange exclusive after-hour events such as seeing the 3,000-year-old ruins of Ephesus in Turkey without the crowds, while enjoying a cocktail or cordial. Yes, I was disappointed. I will definitely do that excursion again and be on time for the zip lining. Yeah, sounds like you wouldn't. That's something you would not want to miss. I agree with that. Look to the experts. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I like to travel, and I've booked my fair share of trips over the years, and I didn't necessarily feel like I had to be with the group all times on this when I first booked this cruise. But I really have to say that I am enjoying knowing what to expect, knowing that Raquel has charted the way before us, and I want to do those tours. So I really think it's going to be a situation where we're together a lot. Because we all want to see those things that she already captured and told us about, and see it in real life for ourselves. So anyway, it's gonna be good. What's more, these third-party tour operators have wised up to passengers' fears of missing their ship. Yep. And now offer a back to ship guarantee on all their tours. A spokesperson for the Shore Excursions Group says, in the extremely unlikely event you were to miss the ship due to one of our tours, we guarantee that we'll pay the full cost of getting you back to your ship and handle all arrangements for you. Shore Excursions Group. Okay. Not that we want to have to take them up on that, but yeah. I mean, it's yeah. I don't want to be left. I don't want to be left. I don't want to be running for the ship. I don't want to be a pier runner. Because I was, trying to see the ruins somewhere. Get me back to that ship on time. That's the other thing I'm worried about. I'm making myself sound neurotic. I'm really not like worried all the time. But in the planning this trip, things are coming up. I am worried about the time difference, the jet lag, and um, when I went to Alaska, I think we've all talked about this. Like the times changed, kept changing. We'd go up a couple hours, we'd go back an hour. Like there were so many time changes. It was disorienting, and your body was feeling one way, but then you look at your phone and it's another time. Plus, Alaska had it never got dark. 11 o'clock at night. It's still light out. So it was very, very confusing. So anyway, I normally say make sure you're staying on ship's time, and I don't know that I have a good analog watch to take so that I can change it, because the time is gonna on your phones, or if you have Apple Watch or whatever, it's going to automatically change on for you. Or maybe that's a setting that you can adjust. But I want to time for Timu. I don't know. I think we already missed our time for Timu, Scott. I don't want to pay a $300 tariff on a $5 watch. I bet missing the ship is like missing the school bus as a kid on a field trip day. You don't have your mom like making sure you're gonna get on that bus. Parents. You know how you almost ran down the school bus trying to make sure that your kid got on, especially on a trip day. I deleted Timu. Now to buy a watch. Like Aisha, it just comes off the top of my head. I'm not trying to make you go buy a watch, girl. But I know we need to know what time it is according to the ship. You answer too much. Oh gosh, yeah. I don't know. That's a whole other topic. Has anybody ordered anything from Timu, Shein, any of those where the even Amazon, where things are coming from China? And have you seen the tariff bill that has followed? I caught bits and pieces of a couple of content creators talking about how they got an extra bill. Hey, Najuma Brown, how are you? Good morning, happy Saturday. Talking about how they now have to pay the tariff. Again, they may be specific small business owners, but they seem rather surprised. In fact, one lady that I saw was talking about how she was trying to prepare for a trip and she had ordered herself some new things, and then she got a bill. I want to say it's either UPS or FedEx. that was like 300 and some dollars. I love Shein. I bought lots of stuff, but this was before the tariff stuff. Yeah. So I'm afraid to put anything in the cart. I just ordered from Temu around April 28th. The order came yesterday. I hope I don't get a bill because the order was $78. Yeah, I hope not either. Please let us know. I really hope you don't get one, but they seem surprised too, like, because they had already paid for it. But of course, you don't get the tariff bill until after it arrives because that's how it works. So anyway, I hope not. I hope you were in before that. Change settings in smartphone watch so the time zone doesn't change automatically. Okay, there you go. You don't have to buy an analog watch, Legacia. That's why I deleted Temu for now. Yeah, I don't blame you, Danny. I don't think I deleted, oh, it's on this phone. I don't think I deleted my Shein app, but I haven't been on. I have not been on it. Okay, let me see how many more. Good morning to Najuma from Q. Number 6, book an all-inclusive cruise. Okay. Exploring the destinations you're visiting in depth is one of the joys of travel. So consider asking an independent travel agent for offers on shore excursions, or choose an upscale cruise line that encompasses shore tours in its price. Superlux Cruise Line Regent Seven Seas offers a choice of complimentary tours in every port. Options include wine tasting tour near Pompeii and a natural thermal mud bath in Fiji. Atlas Ocean Voyages Viking, Ponant, Swan Hellenic, and Silver Sea also feature at least one complimentary shore excursion per port on their ocean cruises, while river cruise lines have long incorporated multiple land tours into the price of their sailings. I don't think I knew that about the river cruises, that all of the tours were included in one price. I kept my Shein app, but haven't been on it. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. And I don't blame you for deleting the Temu app either. Temu I like, but Temu will send you messages all day long about the offer, the deal, the thing you won, the Temu Cash, I don't know what it's called, but that you have available to spend. So yeah, they definitely try to keep you buying more and more and more. Oh, well, that was the last one. That was six things on this list. So hopefully it's some food for thought. Good morning, Carmelyn for the win, Carmen. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Thanks for coming in. Happy Saturday. I don't know what you guys are up to otherwise this weekend, but hopefully you have plans for Mother's Day. I think we're going to brunch, and I don't know what else. I'm kind of afraid to see what the temperature is. It's been getting hot. Like now it says it's 80. It's going to be 85 today. I think it was 90 yesterday, or in the 90s yesterday. But the humidity hasn't been bad. So if you're going out and about, yes, Temu does send a lot, but Shein is much better. Not all the notifications. Yeah, that's true. That is true. I'm well. How are you? I'm doing okay, Carmen. I'm doing okay. I needed this weekend, but it's still kind of a running around. I was mostly talking about trying to get ready for this cruise to Greece, and I got to figure out if I one, actually have an excursion that I really, really thought I had, and two, if and what beach I want to visit there. Not the rocky one. I want a pretty sandy one. I think there's a pink sand beach somewhere. Um, that's why the higher end luxury cruises are so expensive, the all inclusive, which takes out the extra surprise of buying extra. Well, again, I wasn't thinking that you didn't get a lot of bang for your buck. I just know that I wasn't in the high end cruise market just yet. So, but it's good to know. It's good to know. Keisha saying hey to Carmen. Hey, Keisha. Well, thanks, you guys. I hope this was a good sunny side up Saturday morning. I am working on my another weekly vlog, so I'll try to get that out probably on Thursday again this week or next week. Just gonna try to enjoy the Mother's Day weekend and not spend too much more time on the computer today, because it's just like scrolling, Instagram or TikTok. You just keep going and keep going and keep going and keep going. Oh, Scott's on at 10 this morning. Okay, Scott doing his podcast this morning at 10. So if you guys can't get enough, see what Scott's up to and talking about this morning, head on over, please, and support our friend. But I am going to say this is it for the Sunny Side Up. Have a great Saturday, great weekend. Enjoy your time off. Rest up. And I will see you guys for sure on Monday. Monday morning, what are we calling it, Scott? Scott will be in place of the controversial cruising podcast. No. Instead of the Conscious Cruiser podcast, there's too many C's. Scott, he's rise and Chet. That's what we're calling it. 8:30 on Monday morning. Rise and shine. Oh my gosh, we're terrible with the names today. Rise and shine on Monday morning at 8:30 with Scott. So tune into that. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. And then Monday evening, I'll be back for the Monday mood check. You're on your own. This is not an official homework assignment, whether or not you're going to watch Dr. Odyssey, but I'm going to try to catch it. I don't have squeaky, so don't be upset. No, you got your own thing. It's all right. I don't know if I could put on a show like Chet. What? You're Mr. Showbiz. You got this. But I can beat him to the mood check. Have a great weekend, everyone, and be safe. Thank you so much. Same to you, Q, and thank you for coming in and sharing. I appreciate it. Okay, you guys, take good care, and I will see ya for sure on Monday, if not sooner. Okay, bye, everybody. Sorry. Still can't get it. There we go.